The following review may contain spoilers. Yu-In is excellent. This is the fourth Yu-In movie I've seen. Early in his career, he did a film called Wandagi. The American title is Punch, and I immediately fell in love with this actor. Then I saw him in a film called Veteran, where he plays an evil corporate exec, and then Lee Chang-dong's masterpiece Burning, where he sort of plays like a dimwit who gets completely taken over by his paranoia. Yu-In has a lot of range and plays a wide variety of characters. Here he plays a dimwit as well, but of course way stupider. I don't know if this was in the script, but he kind of walks around like a Neanderthal. I think he's referred to as less than intelligent a couple of times, but Yu-In takes it to another level. From my guess, it seems like he's not just settling for what's on paper. It seems like he's a very creative actor and just wants to add another layer to his performances. And the lead actress Park Shin-hye is solid as well. This is the first time I've seen her in a movie, as I think she's more well known for her television work. She plays her character as fearless. She's almost too brave to even be bothered by this zombie apocalypse. It's almost like an annoyance. So nice job by Park Shin-hye. And there's one great scene towards the end where an older man invites the two leads into his house and drugs them in order to feed his zombie wife. He bizarrely wants to keep her alive and is willing to sacrifice the lives of others. This was super dark and felt like something from a David Fincher movie. More on this later. This movie essentially has no plot. The first half is just Yu-In sitting at home trying to figure out what to do since he can't go outside because he'll be eaten by zombies. There's not even any scenes of him trying to raid a market nearby or anything like that. When he runs out of food, he just luckily gets it from Park Shin-hye. They never establish any sort of mission or goal for him other than to just stay alive. After he meets Park Shin-hye, there's still not much advancement in the plot, other than to move to the 8th floor of his building because she thinks it's mostly vacant from zombies. And then of course they get rescued by some military choppers, but the notion of this wasn't introduced until towards the end of the film when they meet the older man. So I think we really needed a little more of a story here. There's just not a lot of big turning points. I thought the film was going to be an allegory about becoming a man, since Yu-In's character is still at home living with his parents, and he just seems to spend the day playing video games online. He just seems like a 20-something slacker, so I thought the movie was going to have him man up and face the zombies. Then it would have been this allegory for getting out of your parents' place / growing up and becoming an adult. But it didn't go that route. As the movie continued, I was still searching for some kind of allegory, but there really wasn't anything. It just seemed like a straight-up zombie movie, and I wish this film had a little more depth. The biggest problem is that this film doesn't really add anything new to the zombie genre. Most of the film takes place in one apartment building, so the scope of the film is small, and the zombies are just standard issue. There's nothing new or different about them. Going back to that David Fincher-esque scene, I kind of actually wish the whole movie was about this husband character. As much as I like the two leads, if the whole film focused on this insane husband who wants to keep his zombie wife alive, it would have been a totally different and original take on this zombie genre. This guy loves his wife so much that he's in denial that she's essentially dead, but he doesn't want to give up and sticks with his delusions that she can somehow return back to normal and ends up murdering other people just to feed them to her. Again, this would have been a very different take on the zombie genre. It would have been a lot darker and more disturbing, and definitely more original. This could also have been an opportunity to add some theme, as it could have made statements about the extreme pain of losing a loved one, or even morality during times of chaos. But the film just wants to be another zombie movie and doesn't want to try anything original or different. My final rating for #Alive is 2 stars. As of the making of this video, the Rotten Tomatoes percentage for #Alive is 86%, which is just way too high. #Alive is entertaining while you're watching it and has some solid acting, but it adds nothing to the zombie movie genre and really needed to punch up its creativity.